you beauty!
Hi everyone, and welcome to Marshall at the Movies. I'm Marshall, and every week now I'll be reviewing a new Zavvi release that I'm excited about. Cult films, horror, sci-fi action, you know, our sort of stuff. Not just films, but TV too, and not just old, but sometimes new. Today, I want to talk about writer-director Neil Marshall's debut feature, 2002's Dog Soldiers, just now getting a shiny restoration and zooming this way in shelf-worthy Blu-ray, 4K, and limited edition formats. So we're in Scotland, the Highlands, middle of nowhere, with a bunch of rough and tumble soldiers on a military exercise that goes horribly wrong. For them, fun for us of course, when darkness falls, a full moon rises, and werewolves! There are wolves everywhere. So our stressed out, sweary, tea-drinking heroes take shelter in a deserted farmhouse, and pretty soon they're under siege, fighting for their lives. We're talking laddish, late-night action horror here, best enjoyed with mates and beer, and though the movie's played completely straight, the sheer, bloody, gutsy gusto with which events play out, punctuated at all times with dog puns, suggests that screaming in terror is a less appropriate response than howling with laughter. Which is fine, because it's a real laugh, perhaps not always intentional, as the acting's a bit EastEnders and the screenplay's more like a first draft, but laughs are laughs, and I'll take every one. If the trapped in a building surrounded by monsters trope sounds like Night of the Living Dead and 1,000 other horrors besides, that's because Dog Soldiers didn't try to reinvent the wheel, but the soldiers added a nice twist to the formula, and the werewolves look great. They don't move too easily, so there are lots of quick cuts and camera tricks to cover that up, but fair enough, it's low budget stuff. Obviously then, don't expect any set piece, in-camera, Rick Baker or Rob Bottin style transformations. More like someone screams, falls behind a table, and gets up full werewolf. But even that, you know, has its own cheeky charm. Neil Marshall, no relation, followed this with 2005's The Descent, which for sure is a scarier, more polished piece of work. But I like Dog Soldiers. It's game, inventive, and full of spirit, and bloody. It's so bloody. Claret everywhere there is. See you next week.